Hello, my name is Philip and this is for Phrasal Verbs. In this video I'm going to be talking about phrasal verbs that can be used when making appointments or arrangements. You can see the times that they start over here along with the comment practice and quick quiz. They are bring forward, fit in, pencil in and put back. The real-world examples this week come from various websites, including the BBC. And I'd just like to remind you that there are subtitles available for people who need or want them. So, let's get started. Bring forward. Bring forward is separable and transitive, and it means to change the date or time of something so that it happens earlier. So let's look at my sample sentences. Sally likes to avoid bringing forward any meetings unless she absolutely has to. Jack never brings his meetings forward under any circumstances. And let's look at some real-world examples. And here we got the first one is from the BBC, and it's Holyland, which is in Northern Ireland. Police bring forward St Patrick's Day plans. So you can see there that they bring something forward. And another one from BBC, again, I think this is from Northern Ireland. Education Minister Peter Weir is to bring forward a proposal to scrap the plan to pull P1, P3 children back out of class on 22nd of March. Now, scrap means to stop something happening, to decide that you don't want it anymore. So both of those are used on the BBC in quite formal situations. Fit in is separable and transitive, and it means to have enough time to deal with someone or something. It often gives the impression that you're going to make changes to something and there's just enough time for you to have that appointment or that arrangement. So let's look at my sample sentences. Jack will always try to fit you in if he can. Sally is too busy to fit in new appointments. All right, let's look at some of the real-world examples. Here we go. This one is from Forbes, and it says talk with the boss, and I'll jump to the part that we need. In other words, you don't want your boss to fit you in between meetings or phone calls. This is serious business. Now, this is negotiating pay or something like this. And what it's saying is you don't want to be, slotted in, fitted into a short space. You want a proper appointment where you can discuss those things clearly. And this next one is also from the BBC, but it's actually the BBC English website, and it is to do with the word suppose. And we've got this middle sentence. I suppose it's too late to see the doctor now, isn't it? Hold on, let me see if I can fit you in. So fit in gives the impression that you're moving appointments around, and this is a telephone conversation, or possibly in person, but more likely telephone, to see whether there's enough time for the person to see the doctor. Pencil in is separable and transitive, and I'm going to read the whole definition here. To arrange for something to happen or for someone to do something knowing that it may have to be changed later. Now think about what you're using, a pencil. A pencil can be rubbed out, whereas when you use pen, in most cases, it's a permanent. So the idea of a penciled in appointment is we think it's going to stay, but we recognise that it might change. So let's look at my sample sentences. Sally, could you pencil Jack in for a meeting next week, please? Jack hates to pencil in meetings. He much prefers confirmed appointments. Let's look at the real world examples. All right, here we go. This one is from Facebook. It's about how to use Gmail. Need to pencil in a meeting quickly? And then it shows you how to do that. So even in more formal situations, we can use it. And then the next one is pencil in a meeting right then and there. Again, this is from another type of website. The fastest and easiest way to get on someone's calendar is to schedule your next conversation. Okay, and this is about not bringing business cards. Just do things immediately. Pencil in, even if you have to make a change later, at least you're in the calendar. Put back. Put back is separable and transitive, and it means to change the time or date of an event so that it happens later than expected. Now, in really, this is the opposite of bring forward. Bring forward means to make it earlier. Put back means to make it later. Another one would be to delay or postpone a meeting or an arrangement. All right, let's look at my sample sentences. Jack has a terrible habit of putting back his meetings, and Sally is much more organised and never has to put back meetings due to her planning. All right, let's look at some real world examples. This first one here, this is from the BBC website, and it's about Friends. So if you are interested in Friends, the TV show, you probably already know there's going to be a reunion. And Friends reunion put back to March, says Matthew Perry. Now, this was in November 2020, so that's going to happen maybe at the time of this video. I don't really know. All right, and then the next put back, and it's another BBC one here, is Dylan White's rematch with Russian Alexander Potvin, has been put back 3 weeks to 27th March and will now take place in Gibraltar. Now, this is a few weeks old because that, at the time of this recording, that match, that boxing match has taken place. So this news was much earlier, and it was saying it's been delayed by 3 weeks. So there we go. And apologies for not pronouncing his name. I'm not even going to try again. Okay, so hopefully all that information is now in your brain. Let's see if we can keep it in there. Time for the quick quiz. Time for the comment practice. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know what it is. I'd like you to write one long sentence or short paragraph for each of the phrasal verbs in this video. Ideally, you would weave them into a story or a theme where you can use all of them with the same flow. And because they're all about the same kind of thing, it shouldn't be too hard. So post them in the comments and I will provide feedback. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, please subscribe. And in fact, this is a subscription button. Over here, you can see a playlist of some other phrasal verbs that you might be interested in. And down here is a video that YouTube thinks is a good fit for you based on what you've been watching. And remember, do something every single day, no matter how small, to improve your English. See ya.